Hi, I'm James from OA System, and today we're going to take a look at the Dynamics or PowerApps portals that you can use with Dynamics 365 Enterprise Systems, Professional Systems, or PowerApps. And what we're looking at here is the out-of-the-box demonstration that Microsoft provide and some of the features around how that works. So as you can see here, I've set up a portal and I've connected it to my instance of Dynamics, which is a trial. You have to give the portal a name, and that will produce for you a base URL, and you have some control over creating your own URLs for that. You also have to choose what type of portal it is. Now you can add and extend, but this is basically to design which template is there. So you can have a custom portal, which gives you the ability to basically have your own setup from scratch. You can have a customer self-service portal, which will include things like forums, ideas, community areas, and cases for people to be able to place it. Or you can choose a partner portal. And depending on which version of Dynamics you have, that can include, once again, cases. You can also distribute opportunities to your partners. You can also have your partners send you opportunities. And if you're using things like the field service extension, you can have people see their invoices, their work orders, what assets they have, and a range of other things. But it's generally a number of different templates you can choose from there. And you'll see you get to be able to set the status of your portal. In the portal controls, you can then go in and do some of those things I was talking about earlier, which is be able to update the URL, install project service or field service, be able to reset the portal or restart the portal, and update the PowerApps portal domain. So you'll see some of these things cross over into the same place, and that's as we're going from the Dynamics portals through to moving to PowerApps. But that's your basic controls around just adding and extending the simple functions, switching which instance of Dynamics it's connected to. You can also set up Sharepoint integration and Power BI integration. If you want to store documents against records, you can enable the Sharepoint integration, and that will allow you to present those in an iframe with the right security roles on the form for people to be able to load or view documents that are there. And also, if you want to show visualizations of Power BI, you can embed those on the forms, which is very useful for being able to show data that you don't want people to be able to access or edit. So as you can see here, I've set up the partner version of the portal template. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the sign-in area and run through what's offered there. So this gives you the ability to expose information that's being held in any of that common data service backend. So once again, the Dynamics products or PowerApps products. And in the sign-in area, you have the ability to connect this to a range of different authorization models, meaning that you can sign in with an external account, or you can have the system manage the login authorization for you. The system does this so that people set their own passwords, and if they need to reset the password, they do that themselves. So it's not something that your internal team needs to manage people's password and issuing that. But depending on what is happening in your Dynamics system, as in you've set up a new contact or a new account with some contacts in it, you can use the workflows in the system to be able to send out an invite where people can redeem an invitation. So they'll grab a code and they can put that in, and those details that are already in the system about that contact will then be added to the portal to allow them to log in. People can also come in and register independently. What that will do will create a contact record in the system that they update. Or if they have their existing login, they can log into the system. So that whole login management has some flexibility and control for you to be able to manage that multiple ways. You can also lock this down so that, of course, people can't come in and register if that's not the way you're managing it. So you'll see when I've logged in, it gives me the ability to go and look at my profile, and this little area over here is because I'm in admin mode and can make changes. Most users wouldn't see that. But as I mentioned, you can come in and you can fill in additional details so people can update their profile if their email address changes or those sorts of things, or they change organization. They can come in and self-update their access to the portal. Also, depending on their web role, you can give them the ability to manage the access levels for their staff. So in this case, because it's a partner portal, I am a manager at an organization. I want my team to be able to access the system. I want them to be able to add opportunities into the partner portal, but I don't want them to be able to edit them. So I can manage those security roles depending on the security role that I've been provided. And you at your end, in the back end of the system, get to be able to manage what those security roles can do and who can and can't issue them. And you'll see there's a few options here. So you can link to a parent account, or you can register to be a partner. So you've registered to access the portal, but you can't see much. Then you come in and say, I want to be a partner, and you can ask questions around which kind of products do you sell, which kind of services do you deliver, what kind of partner access do you want. So you'll see here you have the ability to go in and do things like edit the layout of the navigation. You can also use style sheets. So if you have your own branding and those details that you want to lay on top of this, that is absolutely fine. So what you can see is you have controls around editing what's shown on the forms. And in this case, this is a partner who is working with the field service functionality. So they can see work orders that have been issued to them. They can also go in and create work orders, or a similar concept with opportunities. So you'll see here, let's go see distributed opportunities. So this is an area where your team can say, we've got a number of partners that we're working with, we're receiving a number of leads that are coming in, or a number of opportunities that have been qualified. We want to then hand these off to our partner companies for them to go out and actually close the deal. So this is really what distributed opportunities are for. It's a read-only record, and that you can maybe give them controls to come in and close it when they're reading the record. But it's basically a simple list of centralization of a place where you can distribute that without having to send a number of emails. The other concept is manager opportunities. So that's where a partner is getting people to come in to say their store, they've identified that there is an opportunity for your product. There's a little process you need to work through to close that. And what you want them to do is to be able to create that opportunity. So they have their portal access and they can fill in the details. You get complete ability to control the layout of what fields in your system are available in this form, whether they're editable, whether they're searchable, whether they're read-only. But this is where they come in and they basically fill in that detail. So if they're going in and they're saying, look, we've got a new contact and we want to create those details, they have the ability to add that into your system, and those records come back, and if you're looking at your Dynamics view, you will see them as new contacts, and if you go and look at the managed partner, you'll actually see that they will be listed against who's ever logged in with this system. So also, if you have follow-ups, so you've gone out, you've done your deals, you've closed the opportunity, it's been won, you've delivered the work, but there's some after sales support, you see you can manage forums, knowledge base, and also help desk. So clients can come in and create a follow-up case. Once again, you can do all the capture of the information and then use the smarts inside Dynamics to say, we've captured this type of case, it's about this particular subject, and you can actually have the system route those cases to the relevant people in your team. And as people are updating the cases, they can also add notes to it so the client can see this is in progress, It's been resolved, here's your detail. And you can do smart things like once a case is updated at a certain status or just updated in general, if people have filled in their details, it can send them an email to say, hey, your case has been updated, click on this link to log in and see those details. Or we can add in things like the SMS manager, where they can be sent a text message to be told that your case has been updated, and you click on this link from your phone and it will open it up. There's a wide range of capabilities, and we've done a lot of work, especially around the education space, where people are doing course bookings using the portal, but there's almost no limitation. Face-to-face interaction with clients isn't always the best way to deal with them at the moment, but people do need to be kept informed. And this is a quick and simple way to keep the information that you've got in your systems in front of your clients, and your clients to be able to update that information where it's relevant. I think portals are an excellent add-on to Dynamics and PowerApps. And there is much more flexibility than I've shown here, and we will keep updating these videos and give you some more information about the things like how knowledge base articles work and other ways that the portal can be used. But for right now, we're going to leave it at that. Keep an eye out for our other videos and keep safe.